Welcome to Top Barbershop. In this episode, we're going to talk about how to expand your business, what to check, and what are the signs that you are ready to expand. Hi guys, just like I promised to you, we have a special money mentor for today, Mr. Stewart, Yolanda, my classmate, my brother in fraternity, and my good friend, and of course the CEO and president of TOP, the Urban Faith Incorporated.
Good afternoon, guys. I'm Stewart Wayne L. Yolanda. Again, as Jake mentioned, I'm the president and CEO of the Urban Fade Incorporated. So we are popularly known as Tough Barbershop.
Yep. So, Stu, how did you start as a entrepreneur?
I used to have this passion for shoes. I saw the potential of making money out of these shoes.
Okay.
So I invited some of my friends who are also sneaker enthusiasts to come and join me and form a retail store, which was called Gabby's Closet, Cebu before. But unfortunately, things didn't work out with that brand. We rebranded as Flagship Lifestyle Store.
Yep. Okay.
So currently, this store is still existing, and it's located in one of our top branches in Bonifacio District. We started in July of 2015.
How did you develop from one branch to now 5 branches?
Okay, so of course, for every brand that's starting, the challenge here is how to make it known.
To make the brand, in other words, valuable.
Yes.
Okay.
Especially in a market that's very hard to please, and these are the Cebuanos.
Yeah.
Okay.
In fact, they call it the test market.
It is a test market indeed. Having the right people working with me, I have my marketing director, I have my creative director, and of course my partners in our corporation. We brainstormed, we did some campaigns, we did some marketing strategies for this brand to be a household name here in Cebu City.
What campaigns did you do? Was it in social media? Was it through traditional marketing?
Okay. The easiest way to market a brand would be through social media. So we did Facebook, we did Instagram.
So social media.
Yes. Plus, of course, our personal connections. Our friends, friends of friends. So we network also through them. So from there, we already made a name in Cebu, maybe in about 6 months' time.
Wow, that's fast, huh?
Yes.
That's very fast. What do you think was the reason that people value the name or the brand?
Okay, so most of the people would tell us a lot of things.
Okay, so you were open to comments and you were listening to you were playing it by ear, in other words.
From their comments, we garnered an average rating of 4.9 stars to Facebook. So I'm not saying that there are no negative comments. Of course, that's really part of the game. But when you say 4.9, that's already a very high rating for a starting brand.
Wow.
So from there, they started to feature the shop, like in local newspapers, local magazines, and even celebrities from Manila would come here
for the haircut. After 6 months, did you start to expand, or?
Actually, we started to expand just this year. So the second branch was the Talamban branch, right in front of the University of San Carlos, our alma mater. Yes. So,
what was your basis that you said you were ready to expand?
Okay. Actually, we had started with 4 barber chairs. Okay. Now we have 6. Okay. When we noticed that it's really getting packed in one branch, that ignited us to decide and branch out.
So after that,
the third branch is in Bonifacio District. The barbers that we had for the new branches were already experienced ones. So what we went through was called a trade test. We teach them our signature cuts to ensure that for every branch, you get the same technique, the same quality, the same satisfaction that our customers get. The fourth one, which is a franchise branch.
Already a franchise?
Yes. Okay. This is in Ayala Basement 1, Service Lane.
Okay.
Then the 5th and newest branch is in Avida Tower 2, IT Park, Lahog.
How did you transition from being a corporation on your own than having a franchise?
When we started, as a company, we already have our corporate lawyer. So
Okay, so that's one of the steps.
Yes.
So you have to have a corporate or an advisor that
Yes.
already can set up the business for you.
and at the same time, if ever we have arguments,
Okay.
there would be a referee. So that's our corporate lawyer.
In terms of the branches and the franchise
Mm-hmm.
as a company, how different is the income or the business?
Well, if we talk about franchising, of course, for the company, it's more lucrative. You get the franchise fee, then
The royalties.
The royalties will also be there. Then, of course, we get to supply all the
Oh,
branches
okay.
to make sure that everything is uniform.
Basically, the business in the franchise is much easier to manage, if I may say.
It would be easier to manage because the only obligation that we have for a franchisee would be around 3 months to ensure that everything will be smooth sailing.
Okay.
So after 3 months, you can let go of that franchisee unless they have a little bit of problems,
Okay.
unless they have questions. We're still around to help them.
Okay. In terms of the future of
Yes.
TAF, how do you see TAF?
So in 5 years, let's say about 2 to 3 branches in Manila,
Okay.
2 branches in Mindanao, and 2 branches in other parts of the Visayas.
Are you looking at it as a franchise or?
All of these, I'm looking at our franchise.
It's promo time. We're giving away free TAF signature haircut for the first 12 that will comment their TAF experience in their careers or their business. And use the hashtag TAF experience. Again, hashtag TAF experience. Finally, what would you really recommend that's one of the biggest traits that they need to check that they are already ready to expand?
Of course, it will depend on the net profit that you get every month. When you see that your net profit grows month in and month out, it means that your business is growing. So once you sum it up and your net profit is enough or almost enough
Almost
to
enough,
branch out,
yeah.
then that is the time.
So meaning,
to move on.
you don't, if ever you're gonna borrow, you're not gonna really borrow the 100% to expand.
No. A safe ratio would be about 60% earnings, 40% loan. Or the higher the personal earnings, it would be better.
Okay. So that's the main distinction or the sign that you can really expand.
Yes.
As an entrepreneur,
Yes.
are you expanding, we call it laterally or bilaterally, meaning if you're expanding to different businesses, like for example, barbershop to shoes, or are you focusing on the barbershop?
My main focus is this because I see the great potential in its growth nationwide, not
Wow.
only here in Cebu. So maybe we can do a lot of things still with this concept.
Finally, can you invite our viewers to visit your branch or for whatever that promo you have for
Okay.
them?
Guys, gentlemen of Cebu, please do visit us at Tough Barbershop. We already have 5 branches. One of our main features in the shop is what we call our Tough Loyalty Card. If you can see the back, there are 12 slots. So every cut that you have, you will put a mark on it. So after your 6th cut will become 50% off our price.
Wow.
Then 7 to 11 cut, you pay the same regular amount. But on the 12th one, you get it for free.
Wow. Lastly, any message for the people who already have business and having problems on when to expand and how to expand?
I learned this from my wife. She told me that you always have to make sure that the business that you get into is what the community needs.
Wow.
Okay.
So not what you want, but what it
What
needs.
you need. Then, you also make sure that you'll be passionate about it. You'll put your heart and soul into it so that you'll be able to grow the business.
Okay. Thank you so much, Stu. And we'd like to thank you also for watching again. Please don't forget to comment and to post your questions for our next episode. And my takeaway for this is very simple. Before you expand, make sure that you have enough capital, at least 60%, correct? At least 60% of the cost to expand before planning to expand. Again, as we always say here in Money Mondays, do what you love.
Love what you do. You are a passionpreneur.